Since the ICO boom of 2017, many crypto projects have fallen by the wayside after burning through tens of millions of dollars in funding. Now, it's easy to look back with hindsight and say that things could have been managed differently. What's astonishing, though, is that sustainable funding models are still not being looked at by many crypto projects. That is, apart from a project called Energi. But what on earth is Energi, and should you be adding the project to your watch list? My name is Guy, and in this video I'm going to try and answer just that. I will also explain Energi's Treasury System and tell you why more projects could benefit from adopting a similar model, dive into the project's staking and masternode opportunities, explore major 2020 releases like Energi 3.0 and Energi X, and finally, be sure to stick around to the end of the video. I'll be giving you info about how you can suggest your favourite projects for me to review. Before I dive into Energi, there are a few quick things I have to say. I am no one's financial advisor, so please get in touch with yours before making any moves in the crypto space. Also, if you're new to the channel, I'd like to welcome you to the Bureau. Now, why don't you bosh the subscribe button and ding the little bell? That way you'll never miss one of my videos ever again. Finally, I want to be completely transparent and let you know that Energi have sponsored this video. So a big thank you to them for supporting the channel. Okay, that is quite enough pitter-patter. Let's power on into Energi. The first thing to know is that Energi should not be confused with Energy Token, ETK. It's a completely different project. So you'll probably want to know a little bit about the backstory of Energi Coin. The cool thing about the project is that there was no ICO or pre-mine. Instead, Energi distributed coins through earndrop campaigns where supporters could earn up to 100 free Energi coins by doing tasks like following Energi's social media pages, liking tweets, and posting comments about the project. The purpose of these campaigns was twofold. First, to kickstart the project with a marketing campaign that leveraged the virality of social media. And second, to widen the distribution of Energi coins. This was to help avoid the age-old problem of a handful of ICO token holders owning a big chunk of the supply and being able to easily manipulate the price of the crypto on exchanges. All in all, Energi's earndrop campaigns were not only very nice, but were a great success. A whopping 3.8 million Energi coins, worth $7.6 million today, ended up being distributed to over 45,000 crypto fans like you and me. At a base level, Energi aims to be a semi-store of value and a way to transfer value around the world. That's a long-winded way of saying that Energi is intended to be used as digital cash, like many other cryptocurrencies out there. Now, if that's all there was to Energi, this would be a very short video indeed. There is a bit more to it than that. Put simply, the project can be seen as being made up of 4 different pillars. A smart contract platform, essentially the same as Ethereum has. Governance to handle the changes and hacks that can occur within any cryptocurrency ecosystem. A treasury to help safeguard project funding for development, driving forward growth and funding services for the Energi community like defense. A strong incentive for users to support Energi's network through masternodes and staking. The guys over there at Energi believe that with these 4 pillars, they can create a scalable, self-funding cryptocurrency that eventually becomes the world's leading crypto platform. Like so many crypto projects, the goal is, of course, mass adoption, and the chaps over there at Energi seem to think that their treasury system will play a key role in that. Seeing that Energi had no ICO or pre-mine, the project needed a way to fund itself, and that's where the Energi Treasury comes in. So, how does it work? In short, 1 million Energi coins are released every month. 10% goes to stakers. 10% goes to what the project calls the Energi backbone, which is basically a reward for the project's leadership. 40% goes to masternode holders. and 40% is allocated to the Treasury. So that's around 400,000 Energi coins that the Treasury is given every month. To put that another way, with Energi being priced at around $2 at the time of shooting this video, that's around $800,000 every month. Yes, it's true that some other projects like Dash, Decred and PivX have adopted a Treasury model. However, Energi seems to be generating more than them currently on a monthly basis. So, we now know that Energi's Treasury model is generating nearly 3 times more funds per month than their nearest competitor. What is this money being spent on? In a nutshell, the Energi Treasury is used to pay for developers, marketing, a defense team to protect the community from scams and hackers, and business development. The driving principle is that every dollar invested into Energi should yield more than a dollar back in value. Oh yeah, another thing to know is that the Energi's treasury is decentralized and masternodes vote where to direct the funds generated every month. The idea is that as Energi grows, the treasury budget will increase in USD terms, and this will allow funding for even more initiatives and collaborations, which in turn should lead to more growth. Think of it as a positive feedback loop. Another nice thing about the Energi Treasury is that it's pretty transparent, with spending broken down by category and the amount of money spent recorded. It's all there for everyone to see. Now, you might be thinking that my examples of Energi Treasury spending are a bit airy-fairy, so I'll elaborate a bit. Because Energi aims to bring crypto to everyone, the Treasury approved funding for a general crypto education series. Pretty cool stuff. Now, I expect you are only too aware of the hacks and scams in crypto. I cannot think of any other projects off the top of my head that have a defense force that a community member could turn to for help. Basically, there are guys employed at Energi to identify hackers and scammers and do their best to help out those affected. That is a great thing to see. Now, I want to move on briefly to talk a bit about the tech behind the project without going into too much technical mumbo-jumbo. In short, Energi was launched with the proof-of-work consensus mechanism with an ASIC-resistant algorithm called Energi Hash, which was similar to Ethereum's Ethash. Since then, the project transitioned to a proof-of-stake consensus with a network of masternodes. These masternodes are rewarded for their continued maintenance and upkeep of network nodes, which is important to ensure the reliability of the network. The next thing I want to talk about is Energi's masternodes and staking. If you've kept up to date in the crypto space, you'll know the idea of passive income is all the rage. Energi made the switch to proof of stake in February 2019, and the cool thing is that anyone with just one Energi coin can stake. That's about $2 worth of Energi at the time this video was shot. Hopping over to stakingrewards.com, I noticed that the staking reward for Energi was a pretty cool 17% last year. To put that into perspective, this places Energi in the top 10 staking reward coins out there. Another thing to note is that I somehow doubt that live peers reported 60% reward is sustainable. So if you're interested in staking, Energi might be a coin you want to take a look at. When it comes to Energi masternodes, the good news is that 40% of the 1 million Energi coins released every month is allocated to masternodes. 10,000 Energi coins are required to run a masternode. So, what do you get for all this? When you pop over to masternodes.online, you can see that you can currently get a 50% annual return on an Energi masternode, and on top of that, you'll get a vote on proposals for the allocation of treasury funds. An important thing to stress is that as more people get Energi masternodes, this seemingly insane annual ROI will fall. Now, I want to move on and tell you about 2 exciting things coming up in 2020 for Energi. The first is Energi 3.0, which is planned to launch in the first quarter of this year. In a nutshell, this change will see Energi switching to the Ethereum codebase, and that's going to allow Energi to support smart contracts. In short, the release of Energi 3.0 would mean that basically anything Ethereum can do, you'd be able to do with Energi. That means it would be possible to run ICOs or DeFi projects on Energi. That is kind of interesting. The upgrade would also be a big milestone for the project, as it would mark the transition from Energy being a transactional cryptocurrency to being a smart contract platform as well. All that whilst retaining the project's existing treasury and governance model. Once Energy 3.0 is rolled out, the project plans to start onboarding different blockchain projects and dApps onto Energy. The super cool thing is that the treasury will be used to help support startups developing on Energy through an incubator program. Projects building on Energy would also be able to benefit from the project's existing defense team and also tap into its engineering and marketing departments too. The second big thing coming up for the project in Q3 of 2020 is Energy X. This is a no-fee futures exchange that aims to take market share away from the likes of BitMEX and Bybit. Another important thing to note for Energy coin holders is that the team has planned for Energy to be the main trading pair on the exchange. Now, when it comes to trading Energy, NRG has DigiFinex and KuCoin making up around 95% of the coin's trade volume. Trade volumes are relatively low for a top 100 cryptocurrency, and big crypto holders could find the liquidity an issue or find the order books a bit shallow. So this could lead to some price slippage for those larger block orders. Of course, it would be great to see Energy listed on more exchanges. However, I've always had a decent experience with KuCoin and am pleased to see the coin listed here. In terms of storage, you should know that Energy isn't currently supported by either Ledger or Trezor, and that the easiest way to send, receive and store Energy is with the Coinomi wallet app for Android and iPhone. We've done a review on Coinomi, which you can find linked to below. Let's switch gears now and take a quick look at the team behind Energy. Energy was created by Tommy Worldpower, who used to vlog about cryptocurrency. When it comes to the rest of the Energy leadership team, they appear to have most areas covered, with a plethora of experience in areas like development, marketing, operations, business development and finance. Now, I know I've covered a lot and there is quite a bit to digest here. However, I'd like to share my closing thoughts on Energy with you. I'm pretty excited about the prospects for Energy X, given that I believe there is a bright future in no-fee exchanges. This also has the potential to turn the traditional fee-based exchange model on its head, and I'm also interested to see if the exchange will integrate non-crypto assets too. From what I've heard on the crypto grapevine, it costs 6 figures a month to operate a well-maintained exchange, and I can really see the value in Energy's treasury model when it comes to supporting such a venture. At face value, a feeless exchange seems like bad business. However, after a lot of thought, I reckon that Energy could be being very smart here by simply focusing on driving demand for Energy. Excitingly, this is only made possible through the Energy treasury model, and that could really be one of the core innovations behind this project. Think about it. Feeless exchanges funded by a treasury and not by users. That could well turn out to be a revolutionary model that could disrupt other industries like exchanges in traditional finance. I find Energy 3.0 pretty interesting too. After all, it essentially means that anything that gains traction on Ethereum can be deployed on Energy. If DeFi takes off, then Energy 3.0 would enable the project to create its own version of MakerDAI, which would incidentally have great potential to synergize with the Energy X exchange. Of course, it would be wrong of me not to mention some of the challenges also faced by the project. Firstly, Energy have it in their mission statement that they want to become the world's leading cryptocurrency platform and to achieve mass adoption. Now that's a super ambitious goal, given that it's not certain that even the likes of Bitcoin or Ethereum will be mass adopted in the future. Secondly, Energy's strategy of seeing what works and adapting it means that they will never have first mover advantage. This means the project will constantly be playing catch up before leapfrogging their competitors. Now, anyone in business will tell you that is no easy feat. Also, when it comes to their smart contract ambitions, there are a shed load of smart contract platforms out there. With the project's move to Energy 3.0, it still remains to be seen if it can successfully compete with more established rivals. And finally, the trading volume for the NRG currency is quite limited and liquidity is rather short. While not a problem for small buys, those larger transactions could be tricky. So, Will Energy become a widely accepted payment method and be mass adopted as the cryptocurrency of the people? I can't say I know. However, all I know is that Energy have a long way to go to meet their lofty aspirations. So guys, what do you think about Energy? Do you think more projects should adopt a similar treasury funding model? Are you excited about Energy 3.0 and Energy X? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. I've been Guy, your crypto guy, and remember to drop me a like if you liked this video and subs if you loved it. I'm signing off for now, and I'll be hitting you up with another crypto video real soon. I've been getting quite a lot of requests for particular coins to review, so I've decided to make it as easy as possible for you guys to suggest projects. In the description, I've linked to a Google form where you can pop your suggestion. Easy peasy. I'll be releasing a short list of candidates in my weekly newsletter, which, if you haven't signed up to yet, I highly encourage you to do. In it, I regularly share coin tips, market research, and interesting stories that may have slipped past your radar. Till next time, guys.